All right, I call this one. They say it's always been like that, but it ain't always been like that. Featuring Uncle Joey Diaz. This is Otis 5D Reacts. And of course, salute to Mr. Chief Nerd for clipping this one. Massive respect, as always, for Chief Nerd.
Listen, bro, there's so many things going on right now.
Dude, this is like a month ago or something, I think. I'm always just building up my repertoire, and I get to things when I get to them. But bro, there was a lot going on a month ago. There is a lot going on a month later.
There's so many fucking things.
So many fucking
look
things,
at this,
bro.
The pandemic opened up, with the fucking shots and the mental health. It just opened up a variety of everything. Everybody's speeding up for some reason. I got a fucking hernia.
Oh.
I lost weight, and all of a sudden I had this bump. I got a fucking hernia. Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows what they're putting in food anymore?
It's
you don't
true,
know what
bro.
you're really eating.
It's true.
Fucking vegetables, fruit tastes like shit sometimes. It tastes good others.
It doesn't even taste like fruit sometimes.
No, guys, it's a different fucking world. And try to make a doctor's appointment now.
Possible.
It's try to make a heart appointment. They'll tell you, like if you call today, they'll go, yeah, fucking July 8th.
Yeah.
Because that fucking the fucking needle fucked everybody's heart up.
The fucking needle.
There's
the
a
axe
ton of
day.
shit going on. God knows. They're not telling me. They don't tell you shit, man.
Has it always been like that, or do you think it's happening more than ever? Or do you feel like it's always been like that in life?
I think it's always been like that, but we have the internet now.
No.
And 20,000 media outlets.
No.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
No.
that's true.
We have so much information.
Always been like that.
Listen, this metal, this fucking heart, the disease. I think
He's
the
just talking
biggest
about
thing
the
I'm
axe
looking
day,
at
bro.
is I've never seen mental health like this. I know people. I grew up with people.
That's
And
the thing, bro. It hasn't been like this. People is speeding up, and people's minds are breaking. Like broken brain syndrome. You heard it here first. BBS. Broken brain syndrome is fucking going viral AF.
The heart, the disease. I think the biggest thing I'm looking at is I've never seen mental health like this. I know people. I grew up with people. And I talk to them now, and they're not the same fucking person. Listen, bro.
Bro, that's so hardcore. Bro, I feel like that's so hardcore that it needs to be watched again. That's what I think. That's my honest feeling. Just to be like, it needs to really sink in. Shit is so bonkers, bonkalicious.
There's so many things going on.
We'll do it at. We'll
You know,
speed it up.
there's so many. Look at this. The pandemic opened up, with the fucking shots and the mental health.
So just before I went live, PBD just had on the first person who was it's so crazy. It's like, can I even say the word vaccine injured? Obviously I'm not a fucking bitch. I can say the word vaccine injured, but it's like, am I risking something? Bro, I gotta fucking stop being a bitch, bro, and fuck this bullshit. Like, bro, PBD, Patrick Bet-David, PBD podcast, just now had on the woman who was like all in on the vaccine. I think she's a nurse, and she was all, geeked to get the vaccine before everybody else, and she got fucked up from it. And he's like, is there any cure? This is like near the end. He's like, is there any cure? She's like, nope. My health will just keep declining until I pass away. And she was the first person that the NIH, I'm just repeating what I heard, okay? I'm not like some savant about this woman or something. I just heard this. And she was the first person that the NIH dealt with, and they couldn't figure it out, bro. And society is walking around with some kind of fucking Stockholm syndrome, like as though this fucking pandemic, plandemic, scamdemic, whatever the fuck you want to call it, didn't happen. And but it happened, and the consequences are like bleeding through all around us. And it takes conversations like Joey and Theo to be like, to have these check-ins of like, bro, shit is fucked up. And it's like, bro, this is right around the time like when they recorded this, that the fucking Iranian president just died. Just like that just happened. The Iranian president just dies, boom. Like, okay, shit.
It just opened
like,
up a variety of fucking
just
of everything.
on
Everybody's
and
speaking up.
on
I
and
got a fucking
on
hernia.
and on.
Oh.
I lost weight, and all of a sudden I had this bump. Got a fucking hernia. Who the fuck knows?
You don't
Who
know
the
what's
fuck knows
in
what
your
they're putting in
food.
anymore? You don't know what you're really eating.
I mean, and it's so true, bro. I mean, dude, that's got to be. We just got to be real clear here. Like I have my group chat that I'm trying to like make the dopest group chat in the history of humanity. Otis 12D. Become a citizen. Check out otis5d.xyz. Click Otis 12D. Check it out. But it's like, bro, and my point, the reason I bring that up, it's not some like fucking, oh, I guess it is, but whatever. Like the reason I bring that up is that the kind of people that I want to be engaged with are people that are taking things like food security and the quality of their food extremely seriously. Now, obviously, like, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But it's like this needs to be near the top of one's list of priorities because the shit is going exponentially weirder in terms of food additives and God knows what, and food coming from parts of the world that don't even have, regulations, and where people get caught doing all kinds of crazy ass shit to make the food bigger or last longer or make more money somehow. And don't fuck around. And so if you're such a person, like, okay, and if you're not such a person, bro, get your fucking shit together, because it's not a fucking joke. Your health can be dramatic. Like, everybody knows it's the most cliche fucking thing that anyone could ever say, but like, when your health starts to decline, bro, like, that's like, nothing is more important than that.
Fucking vegetables, fruit tastes like shit sometimes. It tastes good others.
It doesn't even taste like fruit sometimes.
No, guys, it's a different fucking world. And try to make a doctor's appointment now.
It is
Possible.
a different
It's
fucking
try to get a
world,
heart.
man.
Try to make a heart appointment. They'll tell you, like, if you call today.
That's the thing. Like, bro, the real solution, inshallah, is like, you don't make heart appointments because you don't need a heart appointment, okay? Like, that's the real, like, that's like broke, woke, bespoke. Bespoke is like, you don't need a heart
Oh
appointment.
yeah, fucking July 8th.
Yeah.
Because that fucking the fucking needle fucked everybody's heart up. There's a ton of shit going on. God knows. They're not telling me. They don't tell you shit, man.
Has it always been like that, or do you
Don't
think
tell you
it's
shit.
happening more than ever? Or do you feel like it's always been like that in life?
All right, we're just gonna call it there, and I'm gonna fucking rant a little bit because, like, dude, it has not always been like that. We are approaching the singularity, and or extraterrestrial contact, or the fifth dimension, or like, however you want to engage with the concept is, that's your business. But it's like, we're in an exponential phase of humanity in pretty much all levels. And I feel like the real paradox is that as everything speeds up, the trick is to slow down. And it's like, I wish I was a more confident person, because I'd be like, let that land. Like, if I was more confident, I'd do some goofy ass shit like that. I'd be like, let that land. Really let that land. Like, I hope I become like that. I hope I get the balls one day to be that guy who's like, oh shit, Otis has a lot of conviction. But I mean, you should let that land, bro. Like, the paradox is that the more everything speeds up, the more you should slow down. Meaning, if 15 years ago you accomplished like one thing a day, let's say, let's be very generous. Let's say you accomplished 6 things a day. And now with Amazon and Uber Eats and Uber and the list, the hits keep on coming. You get the score. You could accomplish 60 things. Don't. Just get way more discerning about which 6 things, because there's 2 ways to look at it. I feel like some people, I'm so scared about what I'm saying right now, because I'm like, dude, is that even right? Is what I'm saying even right? Okay, so don't just take this as a thought experiment. Whether or not what I'm saying is correct, I think it's worth engaging with as a thought. And the engaging with the thought will lead you to a better place, whether you accept the thought or reject the thought. I think there's a there with this concept, because in the past you had 8 choices of what to do in a day and you got to do 6 of them. Now you have 80 trillion choices of what you can do in a day and you get to choose 6 of them. So the challenge becomes discernment more than ever, because different choices have different amounts of leverage. Meaning, let's make the math simpler. Let's say you can do 1 thing a day. That in terms of the thought experiment, it just makes it really a lot easier to comprehend. So you can do 1 thing a day, and that thing could have knock-on effects that lead to many other good things happening in the future, or it could positively affect that one day. I don't know. Here's like a totally random basic example. You could go to the next village and collect water, and that could be your 1 thing. And then the next day, or let's just say you can get 2 days of water. And so every 2 days, like, that's your thing, is like your 1 thing for the day is collecting water. Or you could think, and you could try to figure out some other way to get water for now, get your buddy to get you water for a week, and you dig a well, or you find a water, divinator, and you get them to find a spot for a well, and then you dig a well, and now you don't have to like collect water anymore. There's just like water right there, and now you like that thing is just gone. Point being, that activity has a lot more leverage. So I feel like the entire thrust of humanity right now is all about speeding up. Is in this, it's like turning yourself into a cyborg. I think that the gift of being a human in many ways is, among other things, is discernment. And so having the presence of mind to step back and be patient, and look at the 8 trillion things and choose the one that has the maximum leverage and also has the maximum ikigai, meaning it's most attuned to who you are as a person and what the needs of the time and of the society is. All of this requires a slowing down process, because you have to know yourself, you have to know the world, you have to know the time you're in. And just to, just like, so you don't just think like, well, why should I listen to you, dipshit? Which is it's a valid question. Is you look at somebody like Warren Buffett, little Warren Buffett, Mr. Bitcoin is rat poison, and he talks about the fact that like the vast majority of his wealth comes from like 5 or 6 decisions, and that in investing, the main thing that most people are unable to do is sit still, right? And I think that whether you look at investing, or whether you look at art, or whether you look at spirituality, the inability to sit still is very paradoxically often the biggest blockage. People, because at first glance, sitting still is like the easiest thing there is. There's literally like 0 effort required to sit still. But the reality is that sitting still is very psychologically uncomfortable because you feel like you're not doing anything, right? So there's a paradox in there. And overcoming that and having the patience to keep looking and keep looking and keep looking to find something that has more leverage than what you had before is really challenging. And you know, everything they're talking about is like the food's fake and the mental health and the vaccine and the technology and 20,000 news sources. The whole vibe of it, which is dope. I love these guys. These are, you know, I wish these guys were like the homeboys. That's the truth. Is it's all fast, 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 fast. And it's like, yes, that's the thrust, but the leverage is in slow. That's my contention. I really feel like I can just imagine somebody like Elon or Mark Andreessen watching this and being like, hey, Otis 5D, good luck with that. Good, or Brian Chesky from Airbnb, somebody like that, Brian Armstrong from Coinbase, and just being a Paul Graham, Y Combinator, just being like, oh yeah, good luck being slow. Hey, everybody, take that guy's advice to be slow. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to, I don't know. I feel like I'm right. And again, God, I love when I get in these fucking debates with myself, because that's why I want this fucking community. I love how organic these pitches for my Otis 12D group chat always end up becoming, because it's like, damn, I wish I knew. I wish I had people to fucking talk about this with, who I respected, and, you know, who discuss these things respectfully and had their own, you know, successes and failures and data points. So anyway, if that's you and you're like, bro, listen to me. I know what you're talking about and I have the answer. That's the kind of person I'm interested in. If you do it respectfully. Otis 12D, go to otis5d.xyz and click it and check it out, see if it's for you. Become a citizen. You know, if I build it, they will come. That's the dream. That's the dream, inshallah. All right, Otis 5D reacts. Peace.
Otis5D.xyz.
Go fuck yourself.